You know that dialogue that happens sometimes in the mind where you see something or you want to do something, but then something else is like, well, maybe you shouldn't, or be careful. And it's kind of like this little battle back and forth. Well, there's a reason behind it. There's a psychology to our brain, and I want to explain this to you. This is something that was a breakthrough for me. And so I just want to share some of it with you because I think that if you can wrap your head around this psychology of how our brain is operating, then that'll put you in a much better position to take the steps forward in a better direction or in a different direction or whatever that may be for you. So there's three parts of the mind that we're going to talk about, and that's the subconscious mind, the conscious mind, and the instinctive mind. And I'm going to try to talk in a way that makes sense by using characters. So I don't have specific characters. I'm just going to say character one, character two, right? So character one, character two, this is the conscious mind. And this is emotion and logic. Now, with these two is where you're going to have a lot of the questions. That's how you're going to know it's your conscious mind because there's questions that arise. Should I do this? Should I do that? That looks good. How about we try this? How about we do that? And that's sometimes a lot of the battle too. And put it this way. So we'll use a candy bar as a reference. So you got your emotional and your logic. So you present to your emotional character this candy bar, and this emotional character is going to be like, "Ooh, that looks good. I wonder how that tastes. Oh, I wonder how good that's going to be." And then you got your logic character who's saying, "Wait a minute, those have got calories. That's got sugar. I'm not quite sure that's good." And so you got this battle back and forth. Your emotion, they wants it. The emotional side, you want it. You want to indulge in that. But your logic's like, well, you probably shouldn't do that. That's not a good idea. And see, we go through this daily in so many circumstances and almost everything that we do, right? Our brains never shut off. They're continually working and this battle is continually going on. So to take it to the next level, we have the subconscious mind, right? And so this is like in the aspect, this is another character. So our two conscious characters, they're asking questions, they're doing this, like one's like, hey, I want to be successful, so I want to go try that, or I want to go learn that, and how can we do this, and how can we implement that, and so they start moving in that direction, and then our subconscious mind starts to move in a different direction. We're like, that doesn't make sense. No, I want to go over here, I want to go over here, I want to do this, but our subconscious is like, no, we're going to go this way. And the reason is because these patterns have formed over time. Patterns of things that we've been through, circumstances that we've done. And there's another factor that plays into that. And I'm going to talk about that in here in a minute. But I just want to get to the point that our subconscious is a collective of everything that we've done. And the best way to understand this and to explain this is say, like when you first learned how to put on your pants, right? You had to think about it. Your logic and emotion had to think like, oh, should I put in my left leg first? Should I put in my right leg first? Do I sit down? Do I stand up? Like it goes back and forth, right? But you get the pants on. And then the next day it happens again. Oh, should I, oh, well, yesterday I put my left leg in first, so maybe we should do that. Or, would it be easier if I sat down? Or should I just stay standing? And so this continues over and over, day after day, right? Well, we get to a point where, like, seriously, think about it. Did you remember how you put your pants on this morning? Probably not. And almost guarantee that every single time you do it the same exact way. If you put your left leg in first, you've always put your left leg in first. If it's your right, you've always put your right. And that's because the subconscious has collected all of this data over time. And now that instance has become autopilot. You kind of see what I'm saying here? You understand how this is working? But then we have to throw in another factor. And so this is our instinctive mind. And this is typically fear, right? So when we're first born with just, I think, two basic fears, and that's the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises, right? But as things progress and we get older, we start learning different things. And the instinctive mind is there to protect us. We have two parts to this. We have the body and we have the ego. And the body was the part that I was talking about where, fear of falling, fear of loud noises. But then things are started to add to that. Like you see somebody that gets scared of a snake. And so you store that as a fear because our instinctive mind wants to protect us, like I said. And so it wants to protect our body. So we're scared of that because somebody else is scared of it. A red flag goes up and we're alerted, like, that's bad. Stay away from that. Don't do that. But then we also have our ego part, and our ego is what we think about ourselves. And a lot of the times, our instinctive mind wants to protect our ego as well, but it never benefits us. See, it starts to, like when we go to try something new, like when our conscious mind is like, hey, let's go try this, let's go try that, and then we're battling with the subconscious. But then we got this instinctive, this fear going on that's saying, no, you can't do that. You're not good enough. There's no way you can achieve that. And so it's trying to protect the ego. Like it's trying to do its job. That's what it does. It's a protective. But we need it to only protect our body and things that could harm us in a physical sense. We don't want it to protect us emotionally or in our subconscious mind, because that is always damaging. It's always going to keep us from progressing into being who we want to be. And so understanding this psychology, now we know that we have our conscious mind that is wanting us to do things. We have our subconscious mind that is forming the patterns. And so now understanding we can start formulating different patterns with our conscious mind to reprogram our subconscious mind. But we have to pay attention to the other part and the instinctive part, the part of our brain that is going to keep us from really doing the things that we want to do. So now you kind of understand the psychology of the mind. Stick with me because I really want to dive deeper into this with everybody. I want to help you. I want to help you to get rid of the old patterns that have brought you to where you are and instill the new ones that will get you to where you want to go. And before I was talking about like people with struggles, I see a lot of times people are trying to deal with a struggle and overcome it by themselves, but they fall right back into the same trap. They stay stuck. They can't move forward. They can't get any progress. And kind of understanding this aspect of it will help us to understand that, the time span it took for this habit, these bad habits to form, or these bad instances to be a part of our subconscious mind that just controls our life, then we know that it's going to take some work to reprogram. It's going to take some work to get some new habits in place. It's going to take some time to shift that mind. It's going to be a mindset reset. And we can get there. You can get there. So stay with me. I want to show you the steps that we can take to do this. And we can get you on a trajectory of your life that's going to take you to a place you want to be. And it's totally doable. I've been able to change my life, and I know you can too.